made it to Circle DC this year to a historical gaming convention, and I met one of my favorite YouTubers, Zilla Blitz. Now, he's got some awesome content. Thank you for chatting with me today.
Happy to be here. Happy to be on. Thanks for having me.
And I always love just asking other YouTubers what are their favorite board games. So we're going to give you 10 games today.
Okay.
Ones to consider that they might want to give a try to.
Sure.
Or they could check it out on your channel if you cover any of these.
Yeah.
So let's begin. I'd like to start with a very light war game.
Okay.
What would you recommend if I'm, just dallying into the hobby a little bit?
Well, I'm a big solitaire gamer too, and I have two that fit in the same category. And keep in mind, these answers could change a week from now.
Of course, yes.
Two that I really like that are compact, small, they play over lunchtime, Resist and Witchcraft.
Ooh, okay.
And they are card-based games where you're playing the Spanish revolutionaries or you're playing witches in New England. And they're just fantastically challenging, like little mini chess games, and you can play them in like a half an hour. Highly recommend both of them.
Fantastic. I love that I asked for one and he gives me two.
That's the only answer that has two.
For sure. So it's actually a list of 20.
Okay. No. That's the only one that has two.
Value added. It's okay.
Okay.
And number 2 on the list. I'd like to ask you because I think you're into strategy. Mm-hmm. That's fair to say that's your bag.
I've been a blend of wargaming and strategy games, and yeah.
You only get to pick one. Which strategy game do you choose?
I am going to go with one that I'm really high on right now, which is Earth, where you're building, and I'm still learning it, but I just think it's so fascinatingly deep, and I love the theme. I'm finding I really, really like nature-based games. I'm having a grand time playing it. I really like that one.
So I have a really bad case of FOMO, and that's one game that I've missed out on, and now that you mention it again, my fear of missing out is intensified tenfold.
We should play on Board Game Arena.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Okay, we shall do it.
Yes.
Let's move to 2-player games, and this is a little harder because there aren't as many. So
I have one.
Okay.
And it would go very high on my list anyway. Again, I've been playing a ton of Obsession over the past year, playing in tournaments. I think it is a magnificent 2-player game. Absolutely enthralled. You're rebuilding a British estate, and there's so many different ways to win. You have to play what's dealt to you, and you have to kind of watch what the other players are doing too. Just a brilliant game. I'm absolutely enamored with it.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was your favorite game of last year?
Yes, favorite non-war game.
Favorite non-war game.
Yes.
Okay.
We have to be careful to delineate.
That's an important distinction.
Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic. Now, some gamers love to have just a quick little pocket game, a short game. So what would you suggest for that?
I'm going to go with my meat and potatoes game over the past 3 years. This is the game I've probably played the most of all time. It is a war game. The Shores of Tripoli by Fort Circle Games, who's the sponsor here.
Yes.
I love that as a 2-player game. That's short. You can play it in a half an hour. It's available on Rally the Troops if you want to test it out. It's a game about whether you play the Pirates of Tripoli or the U.S. forces in the Mediterranean. Absolutely fantastic game.
Excellent. Okay, I'll have to give that one a try.
Yeah.
Now we're branching out a little bit here into Euro games. How do you feel about Euro games?
Absolutely love them. I've been really. I play a ton. Most of my content is on historical games, but I play a broad range of games.
Are there any games you don't like? We'll do a time lapse on this.
None that come to mind here, so yeah.
Awesome. So what's your favorite Euro game?
The one I'm high on right now, Viticulture.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
I'm just learning how to play it. I've kind of got through the rules. I'm playing probably my 6th or 7th game right now. I really enjoy that. I've decided that I really like games too where you're building things and crafting things, and this you're trying to build your own winery and sell wine, so it's a really fun game.
I don't know what it is. It's one of those games, it's almost like Wingspan, also Stonemaier game, where I came to it thinking, I don't care about birds, I don't care about wine, and I left the game feeling like, that's so fascinating, I really like this.
Right. That's why I am with Obsession. I really don't care too much about the theme, but I'm just enamored with the game too.
Well, and for me, the mechanism in viticulture that I love is vying for position. So it's like, ooh, if I take this one, that hoses Zilla on the next turn, or if I don't take this, will Zilla take that? And it's that interaction between players.
And the player order is another element to that. Do I want to go first, or?
Yeah. So because there's a lot of war games here, I have to ask you, favorite heavy war game?
This is a new one for me this year too. I bought a collection recently. I'm going Advanced Squad Leader.
Oh, no way.
I was wondering how much I was going to like it. I'm finding that I really, really like it now that I'm kind of over that learning the rules crest.
Yeah.
But really enjoying this one, and I've got a big collection to explore over the next few years, so I'm looking forward to the journey here.
I can't believe you went to ASL. Even NATO from our channel hasn't ventured into ASL. He stayed with Squad Leader so far, but that's brave of you.
I don't think there's much difference. Really, it's the core rules aren't that hard. So Go for it.
Very nice. Okay, well, let's scale things back a little bit to a dice thrower, dice chucker, dice builder, anything where dice are a central mechanism.
I'm going to go with one that I discovered earlier this year, Sky Team.
Yes.
I think you played it as well. Yes. So 2-player game where you it's limited communication and you're trying to cooperate to land a plane without crashing.
Yes.
I find it creates so many funny stories, and there's such a subtle art to anticipating what your partner's thinking when you don't really know what their dice are. So I really like that one.
I sometimes hesitate with games where you're not allowed to communicate, because the reason I play games is to communicate.
Yes.
But with that one, there's such a small amount of information you can't talk about that I feel like it doesn't detract from the game experience.
And you have communication between segments, so you can talk and you kind of rehash what went wrong, what you want to do next time. So I like that game. It's really fun.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I love when the little obstacles appear. Like, I think of it as like you're shooting missiles to try to knock, even though it's like a passenger plane.
I don't think about that at all, but that's okay.
If they made it with F-14 Tomcats, it would work just fine for me.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, if we're doing a board game list of all time, we need a variety of games. We need a card-driven game.
This is probably not the most creative answer, but it's the truest answer. I'm a huge fan of Wingspan.
Yes.
I just love the theme. Again, it goes back to that idea. I'm really finding myself that nature games and nature-themed games appeal to me.
Yep.
And the cards are so beautiful. You learn so much about birds. I just really, really enjoy that one.
Oh, well, you took my next one. My next one was going to be an egg-driven game, so I guess we can't do that one anymore. But let's go to lighter games for lighter gamers. If you had something, for, in my case, my wife or maybe my kids or friends who aren't gamers, something to lure them into the hobby, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going a little bit what I use to help bring people into the wargaming sphere, which is a series of games. I really like the Undaunted series.
Yes.
It's just, they're kind of my Wednesday evening games, right? You can have someone over to dinner, you can teach them how to play in a half an hour, you can play in an hour, everybody has fun, there's just enough luck involved that anyone can win. It's a great series.
And when you know one, you can learn the others very quickly.
Yes, I played actually Battle of Britain, the Undaunted Battle of Britain yesterday. Hadn't played it before.
I saw you play with Rodney.
Yes, but we picked it up in 20 minutes and we were playing. So that's a really good series, I think, for gradually bringing people into, especially the wargaming side of things. I think that's a really fun game to go.
That's awesome. Yeah, very good. So of all the Undaunted, which is your favorite?
Well, I still haven't played Stalingrad, and I haven't played 2020, the new one, 2200.
You need to.
Yes, and I still haven't played North Africa, so I'm still, there's the big series. Yeah,
so you've got a lot of gaming to do.
Yes, I'm new to it about a year or so ago, so I've gone through Undaunted Normandy, working through that, and then reinforcements for the solo module was really fun. And then yesterday was the first dip into Battle of Britain. So
awesome. Okay, cool. My favorite is Callisto.
Okay.
The new one. I love the space theme. I love some of the tweaks on the mechanisms. So I'd highly recommend you try that one.
Yes. Yep. It's on the shelf of opportunity.
Very good. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you. We appreciate you staying this long. We have one more game for you, and this is your greatest game of all time. If you haven't subscribed, joined, or if you'd like to become a member, we'd love to have you join the channel more regularly that way. So let's do your number one game now. Is this of all time, or is this of this minute?
This is of this minute, but I'm going to go, it's held this position for the longest time.
Okay, yes.
So, and it's a little bit, I'm going to say, if I had to pick one, this is my Desert Island game.
Yes.
I'm going to go with D-Day at Omaha Beach.
Wow.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with that one.
Yeah,
It's
NATO
a
loves that
solitaire
game.
World War II game. So deep. You're going to lose and lose and lose, but every time you lose, you're like, oh, I bet if I did that, I could get just a little bit farther. I love the theme. It's so engaging. I would go with that one. Especially, I like solitaire and multiplayer games too. I could go a bunch of different games, but I'll go with that one for right now.
Amazing. I'm going to trust you on that because I would play every other single game on your list, and I haven't played Omaha. But based on all your other picks,
it's a deeper game. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but so rich, well worth the journey.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for the journey that we've had today.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you being here. So, now get out there, get gaming,
and be legendary.
Awesome. Thanks, man. That was amazing.
Okay.
So I want to start this video. We're at a historical conference, gaming conference, and I'd love. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi.
Oh, it's ticket time. Brilliant.
It is ticket time.
Thank you so much.
Some big ones.
Okay, awesome.
No, they're not for you. You can't put in your suitcase. Some of these. They're like
challenge
epic.
Accepted.
These are massive. Yeah.
You're going to be on YouTube tonight.
You're going to be.
No, we're leaving this. We're leaving this in. This is the best part.
Super famous.
Right. That's the outtakes.
Yeah.
And these people are cutting through anyway.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
that interaction between players.
And the player order is another element to that. Do I want to go first or?
Yeah.
Point of order, since I'm doing this for the first time, so do I have to define my builds right? So I got my moves, do I have to do builds at the same time, or it happens automatically?
You have to say build army.
I really enjoy that. I've decided that I really like games too where you're building things.
And of the series, which is your favorite? Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Yeah, no worries, man. But yeah, I can answer your question after. That's cool.
So, I haven't played all of them yet.
Might be a bad place, but oh well, we'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah, once we get rolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need like a light because that's like freaks people out.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Oops. Now we get.
This is such a great activity. Love it.
You gotta keep all that. It's like the
So I made it to Circle DC this year to a historical gaming. I made it to Circle.